Okay, hey, this is Stibe, and Alex just decided to um like he decided that he has no time for fellas, so we had like 12 hours to start a new league and make the draft and do power rankings. So I'm here with SFJ and Tom.
And here we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see the amazing logo I made, and SFJ and Tom haven't actually even seen it for our Pallet Town league.
I'm here.
You don't honestly, you don't want to see this.
What?
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't.
So do we need to explain if some random RBL guy decides to watch this, what is this league about?
Well, are you gonna link it? Or are you gonna say like, hey, I'm doing a new league. Watch my content. Buy my shirts.
I mean, no,
Buy
I'm
my
not.
t-shirt.
I'm not. It's just in case, like, I mean, I was thinking if someone.
Oh, it's cause like if people are subscribed to you for RBL content,
Yeah,
and they see
yeah,
this,
like,
it's like, ooh, what's this?
If someone misclicks and then it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I mean,
and then they actually decide to stay, which isn't realistic. But
yeah, but like,
I see what you mean.
Try to like in 10 seconds explain. This is a league where you draft based on colors, not tiers. So some of the teams can be a bit insane, but I mean, I guess we just start talking about these teams. Have you guys made like lists of like orders or anything?
Nope.
You have. Okay.
Yeah, I made an order, but
No.
when I said it, when I showed it to Stipe, he said, "Well, let's just go with my order." So.
I mean, no. I mean, Tom's order is good, but I mean, we have to go with some order, and I mean, I have already ordered this. Like, I made some slides. So. Let's go to my number 10, which is Justin. San Diego Smoochums. I like. I wrote some like pros and cons what I found about his roster, but do you guys want to talk about his team first?
Well, one thing I see in his team is that he has a lot of mons that I doubt if they can hold the ground in this format, because there are a lot of OU mons and his team seems to lack a lot of punch, a lot of like lower than OU UU tier mons.
His flying resist consists of Mega Diancie and Aerodactyl, so when he goes up against Sean with his Talonflame, he's gonna have a lot of issues.
I mean, he has GYARADOS too, which
yeah, Gyarados could probably be some kind of defensive mon.
I mean, I've used
Wallet.
I've used GYARADOS as a talent check in OU, but
yeah, it's a better talent check than Diancie.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I like his like offensive mons, like he has DIANCIE, Latias, Infernape, all of which are able to hit both physical and special sight, which is cool.
Yeah,
and
nice mixed attack. Well, Latias isn't really mixed, but Side Shock.
Yeah, Side Shock, and pretty solid hazard setting and removing options actually. I like the Aerodactyl pick actually because it can support his team.
Yeah,
quite
with
nicely.
Defog and Stealth Rock and Taunt and stuff like that.
Yeah, though I'm not sure if he actually really needs the webs with Galvantula, but then again Galvantula is decent.
Well, his fast attackers aren't that fast, cause like most of them are around like 110-ish. Like Mega Diancie's 110, Latias is 110, and Infernape's 108. So yeah, he might appreciate it.
Yeah, actually one of my points.
For interrupting you.
My one of my points was that he has a slightly awkward speed tiers, like a lot of 110 and then Durant 109, Infernape 108. So.
Yeah. Then Aerodactyl, but Aerodactyl speed doesn't really matter because it's probably not going to be an offensive mon most weeks.
Yeah, and also like Justin's defensive mons don't create that good of a core, I think, like Milotic, Chesnaught, and Lickilicky. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, his fairy resist is also Durant, so against me that's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I think we're like AV or something.
Yeah.
AV Durant.
Yeah, probably only takes like half. if I had to guess.
Yeah, Durant has actually very good defense, but I think special defense is pretty beautiful.
Well, I think if he uses Durant, he's like forced to bring Occaberry Durant like every week.
But even that wouldn't eat like flamethrowers, even from like non-stab mons very well.
True.
Because that's bad HP and really bad special defense. But if it's like a random fire punch, he might be able to tank it because he has good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing I said. A lot of his mons just lack a lot of punch. I mean, in regular formats they would do great, but since it's the color format, mons like Lickilicky, Aerodactyl, Furfrou, Murkrow, Durant, I think they just come a little bit short if you look at the rest of the rosters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also, I think his only like pivot moves are Portraits on Galvantula, U-turn, Infernape.
Yeah, no slow.
Yeah, Murkrow, I guess gets
and
U-turn,
Furfrou,
but
I think.
does he
Although
get U-turn?
Murkrow is
No, Murkrow doesn't get U-turn. Furfrou
Oh
does.
yeah, that's true. It doesn't.
Furfrou does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Furfrou is actually pretty fast. I think it's base 102.
It's like 112.
No, 102, I think.
Wait, what? 102? I thought it was 112.
Yeah, but it's at a good speed tier, like 102.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's still a pretty niche Pokemon. It doesn't have any resistances, but its ability is interesting. He can utilize that.
Okay, do we move on to have anything to add?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, so my pick number 9, or team number 9 is Anthony with team named a Pokemon has no name, which I'm not sure if it is a great or absolutely horrible team name, but
it's from Game of Thrones. It's a reference.
yeah, no.
Great.
I like it.
What was your like ranking for Anthony?
Well, my ranking is actually also 9.
Okay, it is.
So the first two we agreed.
Okay.
Good job, Tom.
Thank you.
So what I found from his team, he has a lot of powerful offensive options, like a lot of dragons, offensive dragons, and he's got GALLADE, Mega GALLADE, which is very
pretty strong.
There's
Raikou is kind of strong, I guess.
Kingdra in Rain. There's Celebi, which can
Kingdra.
pass.
Oh yeah.
And his defensive core is kind of low tier, but it's pretty decent type-wise, like Miltank, Dusclops, Granbull. It's surprisingly decent. But
what I don't get, since he already has like a 4x weakness to ice. I mean, he may have Miltank with the thick fat, or the Politoed, or the Kingdra. Oh wait, Kingdra doesn't resist ice. I'm sorry, but he has a lot of ice checks. But still, it's like, and even Celebi is weak to ice. Yeah, I don't really get it.
Yeah, also
he does have a lot of common weaknesses.
No, his team is incoherent. That's the word I would describe.
I think
his
like
team.
Mega Aggron would have been defensively an amazing choice for his team.
Yeah, because even regular GALLADE can put in work.
Yeah.
I mean, regular Aggron is like an interesting sweeper, I guess, but I don't see it putting into.
I mean,
work.
I would have
saw Cooper's battle. You know how it can go.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was kind of hoping he would go for Mega Aggron, so I could have traded GALLADE for Pangoro and get a Mega GALLADE for myself, but it didn't work out.
You sneaky bastard.
I mean, one thing is that his green picks, the picks of his own color, are kind of underwhelming, like Celebi, Flygon, Politoed.
Well, Celebi
is first round pick, because Celebi isn't even that good in regular format.
Yeah.
It can be an interesting solution to stuff like Keldeo, but still, I don't think it can put in too much work. We'll see how he does it, though. He could bring, like, maybe SD Pass into Zardex or something.
Do you really think that?
Well, it's probably the best he can do with it.
Yeah, or...
He's not going to be putting in too much work. It might set up rocks. But other than that, I don't see it doing too much.
It could be Damp Rock, Nasty Plot into Kingdra.
Rain Dance, Nasty Plot, Baton Pass. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's keep it real.
Yeah, because imagine +2 in the rain, Swift Swim. Like, I don't think. I mean, yeah.
I don't get it. Like Politoed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Politoed has like zero. Yeah, how do you call it?
What?
Chemistry with Zard X. Like you're in the rain.
So your fire moves are weakened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and water moves are doing more to you, so you get less opportunities to set up.
I think the rain would have been better with Mega Aggron as well.
Yeah,
fire is
we can fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it weakens fire, and even with the fielder, you have a solid defensive mon. And now you just miss out on that opportunity. Now you get more offense, but I think more defense would have benefited him more.
Yeah, and I also think that his team lacks like a good special wall breaker because his main special attackers are like Celebi, which isn't that strong, Raikou, which isn't very extremely strong, and Kingdra under rain, which the week he doesn't bring rain, he's gonna have trouble breaking physical walls.
Yeah, like his best special attacker is Zard X.
Yeah, that one base 130.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought I would get Zard-Y because he needed a special wall breaker until he got Politoed, and that kind of confused me. Like, I get why he would get Kingdra and then get Politoed, but it just doesn't synergize with this team well.
But yeah, I can see why he goes for Politoed because the rain is also great for Raikou. But the problem with Raikou is it's a very powerful and fast mon. It can be even used as a wall breaker, but the main disadvantage of Raikou is that it lacks a good move pool. I mean, it can do Calm Mind shenanigans, but it gets electric and then like extra sensory.
And Shadow Ball and Aura Sphere, which isn't amazing coverage, but it can work.
No, it's not amazing. It can work. Yeah, but you need a lot of you need to eliminate a lot of other mons before you can like sweep with it.
Yeah.
One thing I actually like that he has the Dragonite Hurricane spam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the strongest one, but it's still an option.
I think Survive made a team like that once.
Okay.
Let's not talk about that. We don't talk. Never mind.
Yeah.
Should we move on to number 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move. Okay, so my number 8 is Frankie, whose team is Rochester Eradicates.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. That.
No, I don't really agree. I ranked Frankie 4. But that's just me. Well, I should explain myself then. I really like the regenerate core he has with Amogus and Slowking.
Which he stole from me.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. And then like with Volcanion and Manectric, he has had a lot of special wall breaking capabilities.
And then he's got flying spam with Staraptor and Mega Pinsir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has Tentacruel, which is for me like the best spinner offensively and defensively. It's very versatile. And then Bronzong, and I personally love Bronzong. It's so versatile. You can do like dank shit with it. It's amazing. It's
That's
really
one way
amazing.
to put it.
Yeah, it's amazing. But then again, Registeel, I don't know. But I think the Espeon is a great pick for him. Maybe he lacks a bit of physical attack. The Snorlax, it's a powerful mon, but it's really fast.
I feel Staraptor and Pinsir are definitely enough physical.
Do you think it's enough? I think it's a bit one-sided. Yeah,
well, I think that I think with the two like physical flying types that both like have fighting coverage, I think if one like can break through a good flying resist, the other one has a better chance to sweep.
Yeah.
I think that's a mentality of most like bird spam teams. So.
Yeah, true. But do you really want to bring Staraptor and Pinsir both against
well, if the matchup is good, then definitely.
Yeah. But what other choices? But what other choices does he have for physical side? Like run Choice Scarf Tyrantrum?
It can be DD.
Like that's pretty weak.
Tyrantrum's not bad.
It's not bad.
I know, but if you have to run Choice Scarf,
Yeah, it's gonna struggle against some physical
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah, it's gonna struggle against my team. So,
Yep. Because, you know, alright. Rock resist is Gastrodon, but we'll move on.
We'll come to that.
We'll get to there eventually. We'll come to there at number 2, eventually.
Yeah, but I think 4, now that I look at it, 4 is a bit too high, but I wouldn't rate it 8. I mean, there's
8 isn't, like, not that low. I think I'd probably say, like, maybe 7 or 6.
Yeah.
So the reason...
around 6.
Do you want to hear some reasons why I have Frankie so low? So,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're the person recording, after all.
Frankie's team has got no dark resists, so he's pretty weak to knock off. That's one of the things. He also...
Oh, right. I can just bring in a Crawdon and just...
yeah, also he only has
nice.
got 1 electric immunity, which is regular man electric. So like...
yeah, so Volt Switch is going to be very spammable.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a ground type.
Yeah, also his like way offensive checks to fairies don't really exist unless you count Registeel and Bronzing. But they are pretty passive. They are very passive mons.
I mean, Tentacruel can be offensive, but
well, yeah,
I don't see it being brought most of the time like that.
Yeah, and also his offensive mons are big to Stealth Rock. So
yeah, Volcanion and Staraptor and Mega Pinsir.
Yeah, and
but he does have Tentacruel to spin them away and Espeon to pressure the rock, like them to not go for rocks.
Yeah, so he definitely can play around them, but like, I mean, I didn't say, but these teams, I think they are pretty good, every one of them. So listing them is like the differences are pretty minor. So
I think the only team that I don't think is actually good is actually I probably don't want to talk shit yet.
I
mean,
are you talking about my team or?
No, I mean, you're Stibe. You can make any team work. That's just how it works. I was gonna say Anthony's, but other than that, let's move on.
I mean, if Anthony can play well offensively, he can definitely put that team work. But next I've got Marcelo with Mighty Dusclops of Anaheim.
Hey.
Yeah, and I got Marcelo on 7 as well.
Nice.
I started about Frankie, so I'll give someone else the floor.
SFJ, do you want to talk first?
I don't really have any points prepared, so why don't you go?
Okay, so I mean, this is a pretty weird team because like it's very hard to say anything good about this team, even though it's not bad. Like he has solid high tier picks and he's got some good cores, but he lacks like hazards removal. He lacks pivot moves, and like it doesn't seem like a very synergetic team.
Yeah, I think because like Marcelo's main.
Yeah, like Rockferier and Heatran don't get hazards, right?
Heatran get. I mean, he has rock setters, but he has no other hazard setters.
He has 2 rock setters, but
okay, he has D-Spikes and Beedrill. Okay, that's that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Grant? Okay, no, Tom won't get that joke.
Yeah, but it's not just like Stibe said, it's not a bad team. It's just plain, and it doesn't really look like a solid team. It's just great individual mons like picked together. But one thing I have to give him credit for is he had the black color, which is like the worst color of them all, I think, and he picked the least useless Pokemon from the black he chose, and he still managed to get a 7th place in the power rankings.
Yeah, pretty alright team.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I mean, he was unfortunate for getting sniped on Snorlax, but then again, he didn't go for that early enough. So
he should have gone for Snorlax earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you have the black color. You know it's gonna get picked sooner or later. I mean, I'm surprised it got to round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round 5, Snorlax was finally picked. So.
Also, one thing I don't personally understand at all, why he picked Rotom-Fan over Rotom-Heat.
Over Rotom Regular?
Rotom-Heat.
Oh, Rotom-Heat?
Because I don't see Rotom-Fan giving anything to his team that Rotom-Heat can't offer.
A little less
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah, a little less.
Yeah, his team was already heat, so you don't know. One thing I have to say about Marcelo is that he really has to pick up his game if he wants to like get good results. I know he's a good player, but lately, yeah,
Don't give him that much credit.
can't much credit. I mean,
Yeah.
I know he can. I mean, I know he can pull off crazy shit if he plays against someone that's good. But if he isn't motivated, he just brings random shit.
Yeah. Okay, I love Marcelo, but he's not amazing. But I think he can do something if he really tries. And considering he's in only one league right now because the other two are gone, you know, that would be fun. He's probably going to be able to put more time into this, and he won't ask me to help him prep for 4 weeks.
Oh yeah. True. I mean,
moving on.
Do we move on?
Number 6.
It's me. With with my new team name, which is Metacross Magnitogorsk, or how do I say it?
The
Russian?
one mega team.
Metacross Magnitogorsk.
Alright.
Do I start with my own team?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so like I was first considering to have a little bit lower position, but then I realized that what my team does well, it does extremely well. Like I think my team has better, first of all, hazard setting options than anyone else, and also more vault turn than anyone else. Also have a lot of
more shit than anyone else.
I have a lot of setup option, a lot of offensive power.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Like, I think I had you on 8. It's just because I think I was a little bit disappointed by your draft. Like, usually they're dank and good. This one is a little bit more but at the end of the day, you're Stibe, so you're probably gonna make it work.
You're gonna be the only person that goes undefeated, and then we're gonna meet in the playoffs, and you're gonna flinch me twice with an Iron Head.
Do I have an Iron Head user?
Fortress. You know, just run Trick Room.
Oh, true.
Oh no, Kyurem.
I'm pretty sure Landorus-T gets Iron Head too. So yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
Okay. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah, whatever. But I just put you on 8 just as a motivation, so you're gonna try hard.
Yeah, I mean, as my team's weaknesses, I've listed. I have slightly passive defensive mons, which, you know, seemingly so. At least I'm not planning to use them passively. Blissey and Fortress. Yeah. I mean, okay, I only have one hazard remover, which is Fortress, and
which Fortress is complete garbage. I'm gonna say that right now. I drafted it in the RBS. I mean, to be fair, it did do well in that 1 week, but it's not very good.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
I mean, I had a chance to go for Bliss Carm, and I went for Bliss Fortress.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's like that's what the biggest mistake you made. You had the chance to go for Skarmory.
I made a ton of mistakes during this draft, but I gotta like my team.
You could have gotten Skarmory, I guess, earlier, because Tom got Skarmory right before you got Fortress.
Yeah, but like at the moment I decided to go for Fortress, I had already thrown away Skarmory, so...
Oh, no, never mind. I was looking at the order wrong. You got Fortress, and then he got Skarmory. Okay.
Yeah. And I only have one Mega, which sucks. But I'm planning.
I mean, you can make that work.
Sure. Yeah, but I just want to have another.
Some people have like 2 Megas, and like they're probably not even gonna bring one of them most of the time.
Yeah.
Marcelo.
Yeah.
Or me also.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then I have no fire type, which is fella with season 2. I really suffered from having no fire type. Like.
Yeah.
It just limits.
And also your white pick, Pangoro. I mean, I had it in a league, I think, sometime, and I don't really like it. It's powerful, but it's
It's slow and it's not very not that bulky.
Yeah,
Its moveset leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, and if
but,
you forget that some Pokemon get Dazzling Gleam, then you're also fucked.
I don't think anyone does that except for you, Tom.
I know.
But like as I said, I drafted Pangoro mainly because I wanted to try to draft it for a regular Gallade to get a Mega Gallade, but
And I wanted to get Pangoro, but alas.
yeah, I mean, I kind of expected you to want Pangoro, so there was that too.
Yeah, I did, but I mean, I got something else in that place, which probably won't do as well. But we'll see. We'll move on. We'll get there when we get there.
Do you want to say anything else about my team?
I just want to say, you said you have good hazard setters, and I agree because you have like basically the best defensive rocker in OU right now, Landorus-T. Landorus-T is the greatest mon ever. I just want to say that.
And I have to say, the Mega Sharpedo in this format is just a god.
Yeah, that thing is gonna be putting in most of your work, probably getting most of your kills. Alongside Celebi. Squirtle's gonna be your two highest kill mons.
Yeah,
I can even noticed, yes.
Yeah.
Because you know, Manaphy and Thundurus-I, who needs those?
Yeah.
I mean, he has 2 speed boost mons. I think Solipede, boosting into maybe Pangoro. I think, yeah.
Yeah, or even into Sharpedo.
And we're allowing SD pass with Scolipede, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
People are gonna have to watch the fuck out.
Yeah, offensive Blissey incoming.
Yeah.
Like Calm Mind Blissey with Flamethrower.
And Bolt Beam, soft-boiled Calm Mind. Yeah.
Or Choice Band Seismitoss for 150 HP damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay.
Yes, before we get too dank.
Yeah. Alright.
Before you spoil all my plans to people.
Well, we're at 5.
Max is 5. He has no team name. Or does he? No, he has.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, Anthony says the Pokemon has a name. He says a team has no name.
Agree. I agree. Yeah, he has Mew. Like, that's solid.
That's the only thing that's good about his team.
No, Togekiss is a great mom. Mega Medicam, it's a great Mega, but I think it's a bit too slow for this format.
Yeah, it's slow, but it kills everything. The only person that has to switch in is Patrick, but we'll move on to him eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, like, he has a pretty slow team, has Kyurem-B, Medicham, and he picked yellow, like Haxorus as a yellow pick, 4th last round. He could have picked Levany, honestly. He already had a Dragon
for
type,
webs, because his team would definitely benefit from webs. Kyurem-B and Medicham under webs, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in his defense, he needs a setup sweeper, and that's Haxorus. Haxorus can do the job for him.
Yeah. T-Wave everything in one with Haxorus.
You can set up.
Yeah.
Also, Klefki is a pretty underrated Pokemon. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, and
I mean, you're pretty much forced to run both T-Wave and Spikes every week. But that's not a bad thing because it does both of those really well.
Yeah, and he has Dugtrio, which is also an underrated mon in League formats.
I hate Dugtrio.
Yeah, because it's so good, right? To play against it.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because it can like trap one specific threat with a Sash, but other than that, it can't do too much. But that might be all you need to win with something.
Well, it can be, like, the reason it's so good is that people, when they prep against you, they always have to take the risk of running into a Dugtrio because it has Arena Trap. You can't just, like, if you have Mega Manectric and you EV it wrong, you give it the wrong nature, then you're fucked. So,
yeah,
that only
you could also run Memento Dugtrio into Double Dance Mew. And almost sweep someone until he switches out fearing a Sucker Punch and then gets Wild Charge into a Azumarill.
Also, he has the priority, the Sandstorm with Klefki to synergize with Sandfrost Dugtrio and Sandwell Gliscor. Does Gliscor get Sandwell?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but I don't see that being brought any week. That's going to be one of my bold predictions. We should do that.
Yeah, sure.
We should do bold predictions. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, when he's at it,
one of them is that he's never bringing Sandstorm Klefki.
Sandstorm Klefki? I mean, it's not even bad.
Yeah, it could work. It's just really situational. Really situational.
It is, and I think his his offense is a bit more physically, physically focused.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
kind
he
of.
does have strong special attackers
Yeah,
like
Mew,
Kyurem-B and
Togekiss,
Chandelure and Mega Blastoise.
Mega Blastoise and that Chandelure is the best special attacking mon in the game, basically. Like, it has the best special attack.
Yep.
And actually, Max, he has probably the best variety of hazard removal options.
Yeah, I
He's got
agree.
Defog Mew, Defog Togekiss, Grumpus Spin Blastoise, and Defog Glasgow, but he's not gonna be pressured to bring that most of the time.
And he actually, tied with Patrick, he has the highest amount of OU/borderline picks. He has seven of them.
But his pick for Breloom, I think Breloom doesn't really fit his team. He should have gotten a more bulky grass type, I think.
Yeah, because ground types might be a little annoying. I mean, he does have like 2 flying types.
Yeah,
but outside of that.
I mean, he didn't really need it. He has the fighting stab.
Yeah, he already has fighting with Turek and Medicham. I don't know why he needed a 3rd fighting spammer. Although I will say I don't think Breloom's typically a good pick, but it can work because it's like a Life Orb.
I mean,
you can run Focus Punch.
Yeah, but I mean, Breloom is not bad, but I just don't understand why.
But it actually
he could have gotten.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gives him Mach Punch like a priority.
Yeah, priority. Which his other priority is Medicham, I think.
Yeah, Bullet Punch. But.
And Fake Out. Fake Out BP is good at revenge killing.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say, Stibe, did you make did you put the colors for each, all the Pokemon listed for each color at the bottom of the dock?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to say that you put Shaman Sky under green.
I mean, that was Marcelo who did that. Yeah, it was Marcelo.
Oh, okay. He should have gotten that. He doesn't really have his only other flying attacker, so I think Shaman Sky could have been a good pick in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, there was Yveltal too, but I removed it.
Yeah.
One thing with Max's team is that he has 5 ice weaknesses and 3 resists, none of which has reliable recovery. So he's a bit weak to ice.
Yeah. He sure is. Yeah, none of his ice resistors can recover themselves, really.
Yeah.
Alright. What was this, number 5?
Yeah, I mean Max was number 5.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay.
I guess, does anyone else want to say anything? Tom?
No, I don't really have anything special to add.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So next
number whatever.
4.
I mean the point with because this is a color league concept, it's really difficult to pick the rankings because all the teams, it's not like one team is very bad. It's not like number 10 is 10 steps worse than number 1. Everything's so close together, but it's just tiny details that you have to look for in the teams that to determine the ranking. So, but anyway, number 4.
I agree.
Number 4 is some weird guy who has a team called Los Angeles Reshiram.
Alright, I just want to say something. I ragged on Justin's team for not having a solid flying resist, and my flying resist is Jolteon. That's
true.
Alright.
Okay, honestly, if I can say...
You want me to start off with this?
Yeah, actually, just
this
go
ahead. This is my team. Alright, so I think that my team has a lot of, good, strong attackers, like Mega Gardevoir, even regular Garchomp. I could bring Mega some weeks, but I think I'm probably going to be bringing regular a lot of the time. Jolteon's not that strong, but it's fast and can get up some momentum. Life Orb Torn-T is really hard to switch into for a lot of teams. It just has really good coverage. And Crawdon, of course, is really strong. And Reckless and Chef can also be good. And then my team's bulk, my only really walls are Ferrothorn, Alomomola, and Mandibuzz, which don't synergize amazingly and aren't too amazingly bulky, so some strong attackers might be an issue.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. Really the main problem I see with your team that you have Zangoose and Seviper, which are 2 biggest enemies, so
they're dank. I mean, Though I picked Zangoose because I wanted a physical wall breaker from white, and that's really all there was in white. And I've used Zangoose before. Zangoose isn't bad.
Yeah, I think.
But Seviper, I mean, Black had such awful picks at the end. I think Seviper is probably the best I could have done.
Yeah, I mean, at least it kinda deters.
Maybe I could have done like regular Houndoom or like Mawile or something, but I think Seviper's bad, but I think Seviper could.
What Seviper does
I got the Smogon page. If you look at his move pool though, it gets.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of cool moves.
Even Dark Pulse, Double Edge, Dragon Tail, Earthquake, Final Gambit, Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Glare,
Knockoff, Poison Jab, Sludge Wave, Sucker.
I mean, of course, punishment. That's retaliate.
For those sub sweepers.
And it got Stockpile and Spit Up.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
I mean, I can get Poison Fang for that 50% chance to badly poison.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's Switcheroo. Switcheroo is always.
Yeah, Switcheroo is a fun move to have.
Yeah. But one thing, I ranked your team number 2. One of the reasons is that I didn't want to rank my team number 2. Because
That's a good idea. So you ranked it number 1.
No, that's not how it works here. But one thing I really like about your team is the Fairy Steel Dragon core. And I mean a core, but it's really a core. I mean it's like 3 of the most powerful mons in their class. And then you add the Alamomola or the Alamomula. How the fuck do you pronounce it? Can I say fuck? Yeah, I can say fuck.
I already said fuck.
And then you get the Mandibus. That's like 5 mons you picked. That's just super bulk. And then you get the offensive mons. And I agree. The Zangoose and the Seviper is not really great.
Really, but I think it's Seviper. It probably isn't that good. I mean, I could probably put in work with Zangoose. I've done it before in another league. I got like 3 kills in one battle. I think I can.
Yeah.
Maybe not in a league with like everyone having like 5 OU mons, but we'll see.
And Tornadus-T, I mean that mon that basically almost won me season 3 in Vela, like alone.
Yeah, before it, season 3. Yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah. Oh, season 2. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and then you choked. I remember that.
It wasn't really choking.
It was.
It was
I was outplayed. I was outskilled.
No, you choked. I remember. You went for. I think you went for bulk up. I think with Scrafty before instead of like going for an attacking move.
Yeah, exactly. You choked. I didn't.
You even said in the chat afterwards, "Ooh, I choked." Like, shut up.
It never happened. I don't recall it that way. I think I was swept in the final 6-0.
Yeah.
I never choked.
Okay. No, I think that was a 2. Was it a 2-0 or a 1-0? I think it was a 1-0.
It was a 1-0. It was really close. But anyway.
Yeah.
I could say something like the reason I have said SFJ 4th is that you have those two lower tier mons, and your defensive mons are a bit passive, but your offense is amazing. Like Groudon, Torn, even Mian Shao. Like Torn Mian Shao is that great offensive regenerator core.
Yeah, I think that Alomomola and Mandibuzz, while they are pretty passive, I think they can kind of hold their own, because Alomomola, if I really need to, can Healing Wish out into one of my attackers to stop something else from setting up on it. And Mandibuzz can either foul play like a physical sweeper trying to sweep, or you turn out and bring in something else to kill it.
Your offensive speed is just insane. I mean, you got Jolteon, you got Tornadus-T, you got Groudon with that thing with the Aqua Jet, and even has double power because of the adaptability.
Yeah, Life Orb adaptability. Aqua Jet is really strong, and I love it.
You get the Volcarona with the Quiver Dance. It's just great.
Yeah, so you have Volcarona.
Great offense, mediocre defense. I think that's what I can say.
I wouldn't call your defense mediocre. I mean, I've seen better.
Below amazing. How about that?
Yeah, below amazing.
But
okay,
let's agree.
Volcarona is a bit like it's an amazing mon, but you only have one Defogger, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of rushed on getting a white pick, and I was like, that's probably the best I can do. We'll see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
Could have gotten maybe like Mega Abomasnow, but I didn't really want that.
Also, one note to Game Freak. Game Freak, please give Ferrothorn Rapid Spin. I mean, why can't it Rapid Spin?
Give it Spiky Shield and like Petal Blizzard. That would also be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A reliable grass move would be really good, and maybe
Yeah.
also, I don't know,
Maybe give
Belly
it,
Drum would be cool, maybe Bullet Punch.
but maybe V-Create. I mean, why not?
Yeah, for the other Ferrothorns trying to switch in. It can make it so that Mega Sizzler isn't complete setup fodder.
Yeah.
Or the other way
Alright,
around.
let's just continue because we.
Yeah, number 3.
I actually put Sean number 3. I had him number 1, but then he decided to go with Mecha Scissor
With
over.
Mega Sizzler over Mega Ampharos.
Yeah, and that actually
Yeah.
caused him to have no.
And that changed his team up a lot, because
Yeah.
Mega
Yes.
Ampharos is amazing, and regular Ampharos is awful.
I mean,
Does
thing
anybody-
is
I
though,
mean-
thing is though that he has no Dragon type now, and that kind of drops him in my ranking.
Yeah,
Do you also know one thing he lacks?
what?
A reliable special attacker. He literally has none.
Yeah, I've seen that, like, he could probably run some weird... I could see him bring maybe Smash past Gorbis at some point
Yeah, like-
into maybe T-Tar, and that could really put in a lot of work.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
He would enter the Gore Abyss,
yeah,
and I love that.
I mean, his team is perfect for Gorbis. Like he has Gorbis and 11 like pass receivers.
Yeah, like Meowstic and Porygon too.
Okay, I mean, I definitely could see him passing into Porygon too. Like,
Yeah,
not a
he
problem at all.
could, and then, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, he could do some wacky stuff with, like, Trace Porygon too. I
Yeah.
can see that. We've seen it before if you watch the GBA.
But I think if I was him, I would trade Ampharos to probably Electabuzz because with Eviolite
It
you
just-
Yeah, for
you can
Yeah,
run.
it's faster, does the job better.
Yeah,
yeah, or like the Vire, because I don't think anyone has that. But I think he wants the special attacker more.
yeah, and he said he
It
wanted
punches
that
faster.
he wanted that slow Volt Switcher, so you can run Eviolite Electabuzz to get
Yeah,
that slow Volt Switcher.
Violet, yeah, that's true. And also, yeah, that's true.
But on the other
He
hand,
does have a
it's
lot
his
of
team.
good pivot mons, like he has U-turn Talonflame, U-turn Mega Scizor, U-turn Crobat, and then I guess you could throw on Bull Switch Ampharos if you really want to. But he can get up some fast U-turns into like some bulkier Suicune or P2.
I mean, even his white pick is great. Meowstic, underrated mon. It can
It's
do
like
a lot of
pretty
work.
niche, but I think it can do some stuff.
Yeah, and Sneasel for the black. Sneasel's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so.
So overall, he has a great. I mean, we shouldn't destroy him because he didn't pick Mega Ampharos. I mean, I can see why he picked.
Like,
Mega
let's make his team way better, in my opinion. Because, I mean, I see his thought process, because Mega Scizor is amazing and regular good, but I still think that regular Scizor is more viable than regular Ampharos.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a great team. And the Smogon Bird. He has Smogon Bird, so yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with that. That thing is a god.
Yeah.
And he has Donphan. Donphan is actually... I previously said that Tentacruel was the best spinner in my opinion. I think Donphan is a close second best. Even looking at his move pool with the gunk shot and stuff. Ice Shard, Priority, Rapid Spin. It's fairly bulky. It can run a lot of sets, even AV. So I think he has one of the best spinners. And it's strange that it only got picked in round 11. Gray is not really a big pool of Pokemon. And, he did the right thing and picked it up, and it complements his team very well. So.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Donphan, even though it's my team mascot. It's been it for a while, but
Yeah.
I think that it's good. It has a lot of options, but it's not amazing at spinning because it's probably only going to be able to spin once because it doesn't have reliable recovery.
Yeah,
And
but
it's not good at being like a special wall unless you're on AV.
yeah, but it gets sturdy, so you can run Castapur to get more spins.
Yeah, we've seen MV do some whack stuff with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
Nope. Let's go.
Sean?
Oh, he Well, if he got Mega Ampharos, he would have 3 of Envy's team. He would have Gorbiston-Fan and Mega Ampharos, but he
Yeah.
got, you know,
As
regular.
Sneasel too.
Oh yeah, Baby Chimp. I remember that. Alright, let's move on.
Okay, so number 2, I don't have Tom, I have Patrick instead. He has no team name.
So
either.
I see how it is. Alright, so Patrick also doesn't have a team name, but he doesn't need it. Look at his team.
Like I think Patrick has probably the best like balanced team. He has insane amounts of versatility, amazing hazard options, and he has like something for almost any role you can think of.
Yeah, the best Weathermon ever. Like Excadrill is so amazing. That's gonna be really threatening to a lot of teams.
Yeah, and
aren't
too prepared for it.
I think
Excadrill honestly has underrated coverage options because people, because Justin's probably gonna run Chesnaught as his Excadrill switch and get hit with that Aerial Ace.
Yeah.
Anthony might bring Celebi, hit him with that X Scissor.
Yeah.
Ooh, very dank, very dank.
I mean, it might not seem that good, but I think it can work. I've been making it work, and I could be 7-2 right now in RBL, but I got 2 weeks, and I'm 5-4.
Yeah, we don't care, SFJ.
I know, it happens.
But he has Miracle, and he's allowed to like Geopass or Smash Pass, and like, look at this team, it's just...
You could do that into maybe Honchkrow or something.
Yeah.
You can run Belly Pass or something into Honchkrow with Sucker. That would work.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't, but that's really, like, situational.
Or just like
Or, yeah, even imagine Smash Pass into Mega Heracross.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
He has such strong attackers, like Gengar, and Mega Heracross, and Excadrill, and Spec Sylveon. His team's just really good, I think it is. Yeah. And he has good defensive options, Rotom, Sylveon, Jirachi can be a good defensive mon, Hippowdon. His team's just amazing. Of course, he has Mega Sableye plus a bulky fairy, you know, the core.
Yeah. However, the reason I don't have him as number 1 pick, I feel he's got slightly limited offensive setup options, which makes his offense a bit underwhelming compared to like especially Sean or even Max.
Yeah.
But then again, there's this Miracle Pass in the back, so like he can do anything with his team if he just feels so.
He puts his heart to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, let me explain myself.
Yeah.
Alright. I went for Cresselia because I thought I'm gonna do something different. And once I went with Cresselia, I just got to the, hey, why not go full, like, super balance, like ultra balance.
That's what it's called.
Ultra balance. And then once I got to Dusknoir, I realized I had full stall team. And then
you actually wanted some offensive mons.
Yeah, I actually figured out I wanted some offensive mons to put some pressure because, like, heavy balance, as I like to recall to it, otherwise known as cancer or stall scum or whatever people call it.
I'd say semi-stall.
Yeah, I call it heavy balance. But then Keldeo was still available, Crocodile was still available, and Entei was still available, and I think that's the 3 mons I can put a lot of pressure on it. And then the topping on the cake is Dewgong, because everybody knows Dewgong is amazing.
Yeah, your team was kind of weak to ice.
Yeah, weak to ice, yeah.
This was Keldeo, and you're like, hey, I better get the thing that like 8 times resists it.
Yeah, and that was just, Dewgong was just the answer. Dewgong was like, hey dude, I mean...
answered all your problems.
Yeah, he said like, hey, I heard you had an ice problem, I think I can handle it. And I was like, why not?
But honestly, I was very close to having you at number 10 because of you're yellow and you don't have a Bong Hitler, but you have Dewgong, so that kind of that's kind of an alternative.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, Hypno is great, but not in this format.
It can work. It's a nasty plot.
No.
No?
No. I mean, what do you think of my Mega picks? I mean, I think the Venusaur was obvious, but yeah. Do you think Mega Altaria? But I think Mega Altaria is a really good pick for my team. I mean, all the mons I have, I like to point this out. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 Pokemon of my team have reliable recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that would be Cresselia, Venusaur, Fable, Altaria, Skarmory, Gastrodon, and Sat. So they were 7 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Pain Split on Dusknoir.
Yeah, it's not really reliable. It's not really reliable. And then I have the Defog on Zapdos, and I think that's the only...
And Skarmory.
Skarmory? Oh, well, true.
And no, Altaria doesn't get it. That's it. That's all your hazard removal, which you probably don't really need it because you have like such good things for hazard. Chris is immune to everything but Stealth Rock, so is Skarmory, so is Zapdos, but Stealth Rock hurt that. Clef has Magic Guard. It's nice for stuff like Venusaur, I guess, and maybe Mega Altaria if you already Mega Evolved it.
But anyway, I just want to say that just lower your expectations because, yeah, I'm not the best player. I like to make tank sets. Yeah. And I'm probably in week 3 or whenever we're gonna make a new power rank, I'm probably gonna be in the middle of the pack somewhere. So.
Okay, Tom, I just want to say something. Yeah. Don't make this like Fella Season 1 and refuse to actually bring your Stallmons. You drafted it, use it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Also,
okay, good.
I could say like the reason you're number 1 is because I was able to find the least amount of flaws from your team. But one, I guess, big-ish flaw is that your only pivot moves are on Zapdos. Ironically enough, it gets both Volt Switch, U-turn, and Baton Pass. It gets Baton Pass.
I guess Baton Pass. I mean, yeah, but he doesn't really need pivot moves when he can just make safe regular switches.
He can pivot without pivot moves, so yeah, that's...
Yeah, if a rock type is threatening his Zap, actually his rock resist isn't amazing, but if he is kind of like, oh, maybe this rock type should be threatening, maybe Skarmory is his switching, or maybe it's Gastrodon.
I mean, Crocodile can be bulky.
And defensive, yeah, but I don't think he needs more cancer like that. At that point, just run Rest Talk Entei and Rest Talk Keldeo.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bummer that Arcanine is not considered brown, because otherwise I would have gone
like
Arcanine.
Yellow.
Is it yellow?
I mean, I think it's red, but it's yellow. No, is it yellow?
Arcanine is brown.
Isn't
it brown?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's brown.
It is.
It is brown. Wow.
Why didn't you get... I mean, I think Entei is better because it has a better like offensive presence.
Yeah, and like
they're both really similar, but Arcanine's better defensively and Entei's better offensively.
I think having the extreme speeder and that burn machine is pretty nice.
Yeah, the half burn chance, that's really solid for your team. And yeah, and the priority, because your other priority, you don't really need priority middle stuff down anyway, but your other priority is like, you know, Aqua Jet Keldeo.
No,
and Shadow Sneak on Dusknoir.
Oh, you're underestimating Dugong. Dugong gets Fake Out and Aqua Jet, so you better watch out.
Doesn't get off get Ice Shard? Yeah, triple priority. Call it Hitmontop.
I mean, yeah, Dugong is everything you need. But yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to share about my team. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think your team has...
We should make a bold predictions video after this. We can get Marcelo in on it. Ooh.
Yeah, okay. But Tom, I feel that your team has probably the best Firewater Grass and Fantasy course this whole season.
Yeah, Venus. Well, I mean, he did. It did take him till the very last round to get a Fire type, but I think that Firewater Grass core works pretty well.
Yeah.
Gastrodon's pretty underrated. It's like NU, I think, but it's really bulky. I think that thing only takes like 60 from a Latias Draco, which is a lot. Like, that's really crazy. That's Life Orb Draco.
Yeah.
It just has such good HP. I think that's the main thing.
Maybe we could end this on predicting the matches.
Like the matches that are gonna happen, you mean?
Week 1 or...
Week 1.
Oh, just the week 1 matches that. Alright. Sure, let's do that. So week 1 is, I'll check that announcement. So week 1, black versus brown. That's Frankie versus Marcelo. Like we said, Frankie doesn't have a good dark resist, so Weavile's going to be putting in a lot of work. That's probably going to be Marcelo's way of winning because it can also Ice Shard this Raptor and the Pinsir. Marcelo is kind of annoyed by Mega Manectric, but he can switch into Rhyperior, I guess, if he doesn't fear HP Grass.
Rotom Heat would be so nice certain Mega Manectric.
Yeah, I told him to get Rotom-Fan. I mean, he has actually like a really good Pinsir check and a good Staraptor check in that Rhyperior. But I feel like Rhyperior is going to be pressured to take on Staraptor and Pinsir and probably make a Manectric too. It's going to be overwhelmed probably. You probably dedicate Goodra to Manectric.
Yeah, and to Amogus as well.
Yeah, Sap Sipper. I know you love that mon.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Superior isn't that. Let's see, what else? Does he have a fairy type? Wait.
Florges.
Oh, Frankie doesn't have a fairy type, so
Frankie.
Latias can put in some work spamming Draco.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, so his Draco is his front. Like, Registeel can switch in alright, I guess. But it still takes probably like 30, because it's Life Orb Latios. And if he decides to run EQ on it, he can catch it on a switch in and probably not do that much, but, you know, get some residual.
So ball prediction is Marcelo winning.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Marcelo has a better matchup.
Yeah, his offense is a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, because, you know, not having a dark resist is something that's in right now, I guess.
It's a hype.
Yeah.
I mean,
next one is blue versus gray. That's Stibe versus Max.
Gonna be interesting.
Kyurem-B, of course, puts in a ton of work, like always. Stibe's the only one that can really outspeed it, and, like, Oko it, I think, is probably Thundurus with Focus Blast. I guess maybe Scoldty with Superpower, but I think it's so bulky, it would eat that up. Mew, depending on the set, can maybe wall. Actually, it's probably not going to do very good at, like, walling, like maybe Thundurus, but because it can get knocked off or just overwhelmed by Nasty Plot. So an offensive Mew could put in some work, which is what I would expect him to bring. Medicham, of course, is always a big threat, but Stibe actually has, like, probably one of the best Medicham switch-ins outside of Mega Sableye, being Kofag.
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Lol.
Yeah. Blastoise is gonna be could put in some work with spinning, but he gets Blissey. If he does, he could bring maybe some, like, physical move on Blastoise.
Also, the Whimsicott card can be a pain for Max. I mean, the T-Wave is always... Wait, does Whimsicott get T-Wave? It does, right?
Stunspore.
Stunspore. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's just an annoying one.
Okay.
What happened?
Hello? Oh, Tom muted himself. Okay, so let's go back to the blue versus gray. Stibe and Max. Like I said, Kyurem-B is gonna be putting in work. Mew could put in work. As far as Stibe's offensive threats go, Kyurem-B is a pretty good check to the Manaphy. But he could run something like Dazzling Gleam, which I know Stibe's going to be doing that. Fundy could put in a lot of work, probably, because it's kind of hard to switch into for him. Could run, like, Knockoff for Mew, Focus Blast for Fundy, or for Kyurem, of course. I don't know, this is going to be a pretty tough matchup, but I think in the end, Stibe is just going to win because he's better than Max, probably. I've battled Max before, and I think I 2-0'd him, but that was, like, a really commanding 2-0, because I got, like, 5 kills with the Thundurus.
Yeah, I have to agree, but I think it's going to be close.
I think... Yeah, I haven't battled Max.
Stibe has to do a lot of head tricks to make this work, but I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, let's move on. I mean, I was just saying that I've never battled Max before, so it's gonna be interesting. But
yeah, that'd be interesting. Alright, Gray versus week 1. Green versus purple. That is Anthony versus Patrick. Zardex is really good in this matchup. Patrick's only check is Rotom-Wash, and Zardex sets up, or no, I guess Hippo, but Hippo can get whittled down pretty easily. He has pretty good Hippo switch in. Celebi can switch in on Hippo and maybe spread some T-Waves. I don't know. Probably as Patrick switches into his Jirachi onto that. Jirachi might be able to put in some flinching work as always, but he has to make a GALLADE that cannot get flinched, so that's nice. But it still doesn't eat up Iron Head very well. This might actually turn into a weather war, because Kingdra can put in a lot of work, but so can Excadrill. But I think overall, Kingdra actually gets more kills, but I don't know how good Anthony actually is. So I think I'd say Patrick is just going to win because he's a good player. I think Patrick's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but I guess it depends a lot who gets the momentum first, and because Zardex is very good against Patrick, but I guess Excadrill can do a lot against Anthony.
Yeah, that's true. Next up is Pink versus White, me versus Justin. I don't know if I should go into too much detail. I don't know if Justin's gonna watch this and hear my plans.
Let me just see what I can tell. So,
I mean, like I said, Flying Resist is DIANCIE and Aerodactyl, so Tornti could put in some work to spamming Hurricanes.
Definitely. And combined with I guess Jolteon.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have a mon. Yeah, he doesn't have a mon to block Volt Switch, so I could just keep doing that.
Oh yeah,
How do we point? How do we point out that Frankie didn't have a ground type, but we didn't also we pointed out that Frankie didn't have a ground type, but we didn't point that out for Justin.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed it. Sorry.
All right. Again, like I said, Fairy Resistance Durant, Gardevoir can come in, but it's only gonna really be able to come in Latias and Chesnaught because it doesn't like getting Scald burned by Milotic, or like it can't switch on stuff like Infernape and DIANCIE, obviously. So I'm gonna have to like do some like pivoting maybe with like Tornti and like just weaken everything. Maybe get rid of some of the faster threats and put in some work with like Gardevoir. DIANCIE's a big threat, but I could probably run a defensive Aerodactyl, but I'm sure he'd run HP Fire. But that probably doesn't do that much if I'm running more Spadef. That's my only DIANCIE check, so I probably have to bring that. Galvantula might actually be pretty annoying, because my switch into that is also Ferrothorn, and he could also run HP Fire on that. Infernape is always really threatening, because I don't really know what that's going to be. If it's physical, I can check it with the Alomomola. If it's special, I can't check it with anything, really. Mega Gyarados, I guess, could be annoying, because if I'm running a Spadef Ferrothorn, it probably takes a lot from a crunch. I'm just going to need to, like, know what I need to, like, know my priorities, I guess, and try and win with what I know I can win with. I'm sure Justin's probably thinking the same thing, though, and he's watching the video and he's like, ooh, he's bringing this.
Yeah.
That. Alright.
I mean, yeah, that's what I got. DIANCIE is a very huge threat. I could see even like web support for DIANCIE being pretty huge.
Yeah, because I only have one hazard remover, which dies to Galvantula and DIANCIE, so that's pretty annoying. Although I guess that could switch in on a chess. Never mind. But I'll keep most of my plans for myself. But I do think that I don't know. I don't want to say that I can win this. I can win this. Not like. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. By the way, Justin has no fire type either. Oh, he has Infernape. Never mind. Yeah.
Nah, Infernape. You probably couldn't tell because it's not red.
Yeah, but
I don't see how he's gonna deal with Ferrothorn. If he brings Infernape, you just have Alomomola, and if he brings HP Fire on Galvantula's special attack is not really that high. So. Yeah,
but if you run special Infernape, and that's a pretty good, like, it can kill a lot of stuff. Because if you just bring physical, I can check it with Alomomola, but I can't check it special with anything. Probably maybe Volcarona, but no, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I guess something like, I don't know, Taunt Toxic Kid with Murkrow could actually be a nice ball breaker for you.
I don't expect that to be brought.
Yeah, but That actually
Anyway.
that would be pretty cool because it
That would
could
be interesting.
yeah it could do some stall breaking.
Maybe. I don't expect it because like the most it can really do is like toxic a Jolteon. Like, alright, he can run offensive and then run sucker, like from sucker, I guess, and then run like heat wave. That could be a threat. Man. I don't know. I don't expect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the battle isn't. When is the season actually starting?
I think this is the week 1, like starting off of this
Oh,
Monday.
because
but
today's
we had to
Monday.
announce
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Sure, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
Alright.
what's the next battle?
Red versus yellow. That is Sean versus Tom.
Oh my god, what a battle!
Oh man. Yeah. I think that Talonflame is going to be putting in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because he can get free setup on Clefable, but he has a good check with Zapdos. Mega Sizzler. Zapdos is going to be really good in this matchup because it walls Talonflame, it walls Mega Sizzler, and it walls Lopunny to some extent, but he just probably doesn't need it for Lopunny because he has Clef and Cress and Mega Alt, I guess, if he decides to run defensive on that. Tom probably gonna win this because his offensive threats aren't really gonna be putting in too much work because Tom already has something to wall them. And Tom can even put in work with stuff like Keldeo. His Keldeo switch-in is like Suicune.
Yeah, I think also
probably switches in fine, but if you run Specs Focus Blast, it doesn't switch in.
Mega Altaria wins for Tom after Scizor is gone, and Talonflame is weakened.
Well, Talonflame isn't even like that good of a check to it. It can prevent skill with Brave Bird, but Artalia is bulky enough to not take that much. And return would probably do like 70 if it's not defend like bulky Talonflame.
Yeah.
Like +1 return at least. Neutral return might not do too much, but if he sets up, it can put in work. Yeah. Because, yeah, he hasn't... Does he not have a... Oh, no, he has Mega Sizzler. I was about to say he doesn't have a Steel type, but he does. But
Yeah.
Tom could even just run Fire Blast and try and kill that.
I'm not going to give anything away, so I'm just going to be quiet.
Yeah, I guess actually DD Cotton Guard would be pretty good.
DD.
Said.
Yeah, but that Sizzler, like... DD Cotton Guard Roost return just gets set up on by a Sizzler.
Yeah, but no Roost, Flamethrower and return.
Yeah, I would run Fire Blast though, because bulky Sizzler would eat up a Flamethrower.
Okay, well yeah, Fire Blast then.
Yeah, I'd say Fire Blast. I think Tom's gonna win.
Yeah, then again, I wonder if Sean will find a way to set up with Gorbis. It might be devastating for Tom.
Past Gorbis might be able to put in some work. You could even run like offensive Gorbis just by itself.
Yeah.
Like maybe Shell Smash, Hydro Pump, but maybe Psychic for Mega Venus, or maybe HP Grass for Gastrodon.
Yeah, though finding the
you could do that too.
Yeah, finding the opportunity to smash might be hard though, because even though Tom has very bulky team, it's surprisingly
strong.
Yeah, and not passive. Like it's not
like
passive.
his bulky mon. Okay, so his only passive mons are like Cress and like Skarm, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like Venusaur has like 122 special attack. Altaria has good attack stats and good defenses. So even a bulky set would be putting in like doing a lot of damage. Gastrodon's also pretty passive. I guess Zapdos is really strong. I don't know. I still think Tom's gonna win.
Yeah. I guess he has a matchup, but then again, like Sean has the offense, he has better chance to do like crits and overall find
Tom
more surprising ways
matchup,
to win.
But I don't know if Tom's gonna actually. I still do think Tom's gonna win. I really do.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the...
Did we have one more battle, or was that all?
Wait, hang on.
I think that was it.
Where did my roll? Okay, never mind. Okay, is that it?
Yeah.